All right, the next way I want to show you how to factor a quadratic is by grouping. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your first and your last terms and multiply them together. Again, you can ignore the sign for now. So I'm just going to write all my factors of 72, 1 and 72, 2 and 36, 3 and 24, 4 and 18, 6 and 12, and 8 and 9. And I'm going to look to these and I'm going to say which one of them would possibly get me to a positive 1 or a positive 1x. Well, it looks if I pick these two, I could have negative 8x plus a 9x, and that would give me a positive x. So now I'm going to take my original expression, and instead of writing this term as x, I'm going to write it as negative 8x plus 9x. So I'll have 6x squared, but now instead of x, I'm writing minus 8x plus 9x minus 12. And now I'm going to solve this or factor this using grouping. So I'm going to take a look at these first two, and I'm going to say, what is the greatest common factor that I can take out of here? What do they share? Well, it looks like they share a 2x. So if I factor out a 2x, I will be left with 3x minus 4. And if I take a look at this next group, what is their greatest common factor? Well, it looks like I can factor out a 3 on this side. So plus 3. And if I take out a 3, I'll be left with a 3x minus 4. In order for grouping to work, these two factors in the parentheses must be the same. So sometimes you have to factor out a negative in order to get the correct sign in this parentheses. So watch for that. But what this tells you is your first factor is the stuff you took out. So your first factor is 2x plus 3. And your next factor is the stuff that is in parentheses, but you're only going to write that once. Right, so then this here shows you that 6x squared plus x minus 12 will factor down to this right here. And that's factoring by grouping.